Bob has a great point. As the controversy, this is not necessarily unrelated to Mercedes Walker's dreams. As the controversy continues for the trans male pitching on the girls' softball team, that's supposed to happen today. Champlin Park is playing in Mankato, but they could get that tournament rained out, correct?
Well, they already moved the game to 5 o'clock.
Oh, they did.
The Egan Champlin Park game.
Yep.
So this guy will pitch at 5 o'clock. But this fellow was wondering, why aren't their parents stepping up? Number one, isn't there a father willing to go peacefully sit on the mound and refuse to let this continue out of respect for his daughter and all female athletes?
Oh, my God, his daughter would kill him.
Number two, isn't there a high school umpire with a daughter who'd be willing to refuse calling a game under the rules of Title IX? Number three, isn't there a coach willing to lose his coaching position by doing what he knows is right and taking a stand?
There you go.
I don't see how parents can raise their kids and teach them right from wrong, then just passively tolerate this from the bleachers. Well, Bob, you have a wonderful point. I would say the answer is the same answer we've come up with for why we're electing the people we do, because nobody gives a bleep.
That's not true. They do give
Well,
a
of
bleep.
course some people do.
No, okay, Bob, your theory because I know parents associated with this. They all want to say something, but we all know what will happen if that parent chooses to say something, or if that student chooses to say something,
but Chris,
or that player chooses to do something.
Chris,
we all know that.
Chris, Bob is making the point, though, is somebody needs to make that sacrifice. That's what Bob is saying.
So, okay, and I don't disagree with you, Kenny, but here's the problem. That student or pitcher, opposing player decides to do that, they will be absolutely destroyed on every aspect.
Without a doubt.
Maria, do it today. Make a protest.
Yeah,
Maria.
Rookie's sister
Come
is
on,
going to be
Maria.
at this game.
So
You
is
think
her husband.
you think Maria, her husband, or her daughter is going to say something? Of course not.
Well, here's what I would do.
Maybe Uncle Bart will.
This is an occasion then. Is it Egan?
Yeah.
This is easy for me to say. I don't want to take bread off his table, but this would be an occasion. Well, we don't know how the Egan coach feels about this, but let's say he's opposed to it. This would be an occasion where he just does not allow his team to take the field.
A state tournament game.
Yep.
That these girls have been working their asses off for years to be a part of.
That's not viable, Joe.
Of course, it's not viable. It won't be done, but it would. It's
works
probably
in
what
garage logic.
it probably it probably is what should be done.
I disagree with you.
Well, then how do
So
you want to handle it?
the-
Just have this kid
it's-
win another
well,
game
the
with
cat's out
14
of the bag.
strikeouts?
The cat's out of the bag. So you what? It should have been done prior to.
Not in
Shouldn't
this
it-
godforsaken state.
Shouldn't it come from the kids, the players, the girls, the team?
Well, if the Egan team feels unified in their opposition to having to face this male, why don't they do something about it? Now, again, easy for me to say. 14-year-old high school kid is probably just a minute, Reavers.
I know. I'm waiting
A
for you to be done.
14-year-old, 15-year-old high school kid is probably hesitant to make a public stand.
Me first, Chris.
Go ahead.
Because, and I just want to reiterate what you said, Reavers. These kids have been waiting for this game their entire junior high and senior high life. This game tonight is what they've been waiting for. They're not going to walk away from it.
Well, I disagree. They haven't been waiting for this.
Yeah, they have.
No, they haven't been waiting to face a 6'4" male pitcher. That's not what they've been waiting for.
I see your point.
They've been waiting to compete against a put-together team.
So what should they do then?
Well,
they should walk away?
Well, they could, but
Forfeit?
that's a lot for me to expect from some high school
Joe,
kids.
look at what happened just yesterday. Remember the email you forwarded? I made a one-syllable passing comment, and I got destroyed. Imagine being a 17-year-old girl whose entire life is in front of her.
Okay, let's leave it at this. A, this is not what they've been waiting for. B, they will take the field, and they'll just have to do their best. Maybe they have hitters on Egan's team who can hit this kid. I don't know.
They're hot right now. Egan is a pretty hot team. Why don't they just play dirty and cheat?
Why not?
GL
Champlin Park
Oh,
is.
why don't they have like one of the dads with a full beard get on the mound, grab the ball, and start warming?
Yeah.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
The Frank Viola of
Yes.
dads.
Yes.
GLers on YouTube agreeing with you, Joe, and not me. Joe says passive tolerance is explicit approval.
Big words.
And Marva says, BS, these girls need to wake up, think of the rest of their lives when they lay down to this BS. Now is the time.
But again, nobody disagrees with that. You're right. There should be somebody, but to put yourself in that position.
Okay, stop right there. Because you're repeating the same thing over and over again. The point is, Chris, probably no one is going to put themselves in that position. So then where are you?
Okay, but again, what are
Then
they,
where are you?
What are they supposed to do, Joe?
Put themselves in that position.
and forfeit everything that the entire team has worked their rear
They
ends
didn't
off
work
for?
they didn't work for this game. They didn't. This
Egan-
wasn't their
Egan
anticipation.
didn't work their butts off all
Not to
season
face
to
this
get in the
kid.
state tournament.
Not to face this kid.
So they're supposed to just not show up? Is that your answer? I'm just saying, Joe. It's
Joe, I'm on his
2025.
side. You can't walk away from it. Have you been to these games? The entire school turns out. The moms, the aunts and uncles, the grandparents.
Okay.
This is a big damn deal.
Okay. And let's say they're defeated 10-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're gaining traction now. I see where you're going.
What they're going to say? What they're going to be happy? We gave it our best. We just couldn't beat that guy.
And they're never going to forget about it for the rest of their life. That it was a
The entity you should be going after, in all seriousness,
State High School League.
is the Minnesota State High School League. That's who you
Or
you're-
Keith Ellison or Governor Cockwomble.
Sure, that's your target. It's not the Egan's fast pitch team.
Yeah, but Cockwomble, Ellison, and the State High School League are incompetent buffoons.
Couldn't agree more.
Maybe the coach of Egan isn't.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, I'll leave it there then.
All right.
It's going to take the coach of Egan, or it's going to take girls united on a team to make a stand, because these idiot authority figures we have will not.
Well, if the Minnesota State High School League had any balls,
They don't.
No pun intended. But if they had, they wouldn't have allowed this to happen in the first place.
Well, of course, but they don't. This is an ideology that is accepted by the educational institution. And that's the rubric this falls under. You got a elementary school teacher who's dreamed of the glow up, get down dance.
Right.
Does it surprise you you're going to face this?
It does not.
It's and the longer it goes without anybody taking a stand, the more prevalent it will become. Because right now it's very faddish to be trans. It's a fad.
Mm-hmm.
And we
trying to
solved
see-
it yesterday. You could be trans. You got to wait till you're 18. That would eliminate this kid pitching for Champlin Park today. He'd have to play another sport.
How far in advance do you have to register your roster, Chris? Do you know anything about the
For the
rules?
State High School League?
Couldn't they go to the high school
There-
boys baseball team and put a couple of wigs on them?
No,
and maybe
there's
throw some.
there is a deadline. I don't know exactly what it is, but each season has its own deadline for
It'd just be
rosters.
fun to see a baseball, high school baseball player, boy, step up to the plate.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the Egan kids hammer the hell out of Champlin Park. It'd be fun if
I'm
they
rooting
upset
for 'em.
them.
I'm rooting for
It'd
'em.
be great. But don't tell me this is the game they dreamt of as little girls. They dreamt of playing other little girls.
I agree.
on the State High School League website, they have a click button celebrating Title IX at 50. So they're celebrating Title. It's too much to go into here. But
Wait, what, Matt?
they have a button
They're celebrating. Wait a minute.
on June.
Why
20
do we even need Title IX?
Well, that's the irony here. I thought it was going to make a statement about this, but you can't even find out who's on the board here. Sports and activities, schools, tourneys. Who are you?
It's Cockwomble, Ellison, and the State High School League. They've all sold out to this BS.
Okay, state board reps. Of course, you're not going to give it to me easily.
I'm gonna help you, Rook. I wouldn't go down that road. We won't win going down that road, because all of those votes and all of that stuff is all private anyway. None of that's public information.
Well, don't think I won't.
I'm just trying to save you, brother. So what I heard you say is this is all Trump's fault.
I didn't say that.
I think that is why Trump got elected.
It is why it is.
It's 100% why
well,
he
hit
got
the
elected.
button. You got a sounder for
I
it that
threw
took
it
days to put together.
I threw him a man-thrown fastball.
And that is why Trump got elected.
And Walls is taking. He's the tough guy that's opposed to Trump. He's the tough guy, and he's not throwing any trans child, he says, under the bus. Children shouldn't be trans. If you want to be trans, wait till you're 18.